Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today, as I said in a previous video, I will be doing a video of my fire department vehicles. So first off we have Station 1, so we will start off with the main truck. So Station 1 is the one on the layout. It is not like big enough in real life to store all these rigs. Still, eventually I'll figure something out. So first off we have Engine 10. This one is cut. Oh, I took a cab off another one. I just give it this color scheme. Did all the on decals. As I showed in another video, I did add the wipers onto this one. This one is a 2016 Spartan MetroStar Fort Garry pumper, and this is top mount pumper, as you see here. This truck is made by Bully, so back in the days before Walters acquired them, if I am not mistaken. The bumper at the front is a little bit, if you look here, is a little bit bent. But I tried to fix that, I cannot, but it's still a decent truck. I love the red and black. Next up we have Matchbox Real Working Rigs. This is Ariel 17. This one's a 2019 Pierce Velocity 100-foot platform, or 100-foot rear mount platform. I did do all the details on the front, all the lighting. The same for the light bars. I painted those. Painted the back of it a little bit too thin and too much for the V's, but that's okay. It is not the most detailed, but it is very good looking. I am a huge fan of the Pierce Velocity of the working rigs. I did add the A17 for Ariel 17 on the side there. It is a great looking truck. That's why it is in Station 1. So next up we have another Matchbox working rig. This is Rescue 12. This is a 2010 E1 Cyclone 2 a command unit. So as we see, this is indeed what I just said, a command unit. I do use it more as a rescue truck though, because it is beautiful, and I love E1s personally. Just to look at them, I want an E1 rescue, and this is the best I could do. I know there is the, oh my god, what is it? The Corgi ones that are HO scale or 187 scale that could work too. And this was a good cheap option too. So it is pretty decent. One of my favorites of the Matchbox too. Next up we have a Tanker 17. This one's also a Bully, and this one's a 2015 Spartan a MetroStar truck, and this one is fairly heavy, metal cab. Actually, I feel like it's heavier than actually other ones. It is pretty decently detailed. You got your water chute on the side there for dumping water for tanker shuttles. We're just emptying it. These things, I would say more of a Screaming Eagle than a Federal Q on them for the siren, but it is either way. It is not the most detailed unit out there, unlike code-free fire trucks. Those are very detailed, but they are not HO scale. They are 180 or 164 scale. Still a great looking piece of truck. Okay, so next up we have a Station 2. This one has 3 rigs in it, and these are all Boldy or Walters. So first off we have Pump 6, which is also an engine. This one would be, just because of the grill, same cab design, but the grill, it would be, I'd say 2017 Ferrara, I think Inferno it was, which is actually my only Ferrara die-cast vehicle I have. This one I got at a train show, so it has a little bit of stains on it. If you take a quick look, I try to wash them, ain't no luck on that. Still a great piece for a layout. Eventually I will add the decals to this one. As same for Tanker 17, I need to add the decals on the side of it. As you will see, other of my trucks have decals on them that I added on. Still a beautiful truck. I'm glad I was able to get my hands on one of these Ferraras. Next up is Ariel F343. So why F343? Because this is the amount of firefighters that have that on 9/11. So if you take a good look at the top, I do have a 9/11 memorial banner on top. Same with Ariel 343. Yeah, and this one is a Walters. Ladder does extend. And this one would be a 2015 Spartan Metrostar. I want to say Fort Geary, but I cannot recall if Fort Geary ever made aerials before, so I'm gonna have to stick with Spart or Smeal. This one maybe I might think this one's a Smeal. A beautiful truck. I cannot ever recall ever seeing in my life a top mount pump aerial. If any of you guys into fire trucks have ever seen one of these, please let me know. I cannot recall ever seeing one. I am also a fire buff and big into fire apparatuses. Yeah, I cannot recall. So next up we have last truck at Station 2, which is Rescue 26. And this one is a 2020 Spartan Metrostar SVI, a walk-in rescue. This one is one of my newest additions to the fleet, so it has no decals at all whatsoever. And just a quick look around. A very beautiful rig, in my opinion. Just a quick look around. Pretty much just like a box truck as we see here. So nothing much. We have some spotlights that do not work on it, or do not go up, but still beautiful to rig. Yeah, next up we have Station 3. This one is also a free truck station, so almost the same as Aerial 17. We have Aerial 11. I do need to change the banner because this says Aerial 27 on top there, which is from the old Aerial I pulled off the ladder off from, but still a great truck. This one's a 2017 Pierce Velocity 100-foot rear mount platform. I did do a better job on the reflector V's at the back of this one, in my opinion. It looked a little bit better. So a great looking truck. Again, I'm a huge fan of these Pierce trucks. So I won't go too much in detail because they're pretty much the same one as Aerial 17. Next up we have Engine 20. This is a 2001 Seagrave JB or JB pumper. This one is one of my oldest style, and actually it is a bit more rough shape than other rigs. It is missing a few parts on it, but I got this one for free, so I will not complain. This is more like of an FDNY truck. If you look pretty well at it, it's an FDNY style pumper from back in the days, or early 2000s. So it's still a good truck. Eventually it will be like a spare in my fleet. Next up is Rescue 22. And this one is a 2014 Spartan Metrostar SVIA, a walk-around rescue. As you see, this one has decals on it, so pretty good. Not as fancy as it. Again, I got this for free as well. So I'm missing a few parts on it. Still a decent truck. So originally this cab came off of Engine 10. I swapped them out. So originally this one was red and black. Oh yeah, it is a decent. It is missing like it's a Federal Cure Screaming Eagle siren, whatever you want to call it, but it's still a good truck for the fleet. Okay, next up we have Station 4. I'm pretty sure if I'm not mistaken. And this one also a free trucks, or the Green Squad. So first off we have Engine 8, which is a Quint. This is a 1978, I want to say, Ford C900. I'm not very good with my Ford cab overs, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And this is my most detailed rig I have in the entire fleet. This one is made by Affern. The aerial does go up. So I got this for $10 at a train show, and I just fixed it up because it was missing a few parts on it. It was in rough shape, but it is a beautiful truck. And this one would be, I would consider this to be more of a Neo 1, in my opinion, just the way it looks. These are these rear ladders, unless another company built them. But it is a beautiful rig. Great detail. Same if you look at the pump panel and the wheels. I'm not sure if you can see that well. Super well made. I'll go on the other side again quickly before I move on. And eventually I do want to get a bit more Afferns for my vehicles, because those are some of the most detailed ones. But they are pricey. A very beautiful truck. Next up, we have Ariel 33. And this one is a 1998 Pierce Quantum, a 100-foot rear mount ladder. And this one is the only Pierce Quantum I've ever found, because I've never been into fire trucks until they discontinued these, or not discontinued, but the production was slowed down on the Quantums, and working rigs here in Canada is pretty hard to find, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm very happy I was able to find this at a train show for sale. Aerials go up. I did paint all the lighting as well. I've seen all the decals to the front here. So a very beautiful truck. Next up we have Squad 44. And this one is a 2013 International Durastar. Now Pierce pumper. This is Squad just because for some reason, like in my area where I live, they have some pumpers that are called Squads. I wanted to do a bit of that too. So a beautiful truck. I am not a huge fan of the green striping, but it is okay. It is still a good truck for the fleet, and it is in good shape for the price I got it for. I got this for $5, so I'm very happy with this one. Now up Station 5. So this is one of the last stations. I do have one last one to show after. First off, we have Ariel 47. This is a 2017 Pierce Velocity, a 100-foot rear mount platform. This rig is my first Pierce Velocity I've ever purchased in my life. So, a very beautiful rig. It has a bit of paint missing, but it is still pretty decent. Yeah, and I'm a huge fan of these Pierce Velocities, or just a Matchbox in general. Working rigs, they look great. I wish they made E1 platforms though, or even Pierce Enforcers. I wish they had those. I would go nuts with those. Or even a Rosenbauer wouldn't be too bad actually either. As much as they always break down, they would be a cool addition for a collection. Next up we have Squad 55, and this one is a 2001 International 490 Pierce pumper. This is my most recent purchase for a fire truck for HO scale. So it was finally back in stock at the store, so I could not miss out. I wanted one of these 490s for a while for the fleet. So here you go. Beautiful rig. Again, the same as the FDNY rear. Just FDNY have never used international cabs of what I know for their rigs. This is so beautiful rig. And for the last truck for Station 5, we have Engine 121, which is a short cab. So why Squad is here, a larger cab and pump on it. So Engine 121 is I just noticed the back pump is rack pipe is broken on it. Engine 121 is a 2012 International Durastar Pierce pumper. I do like the blue lights on this one. As you see, I had decals on this one of the number at the back there. I did include a little Pierce emblem on the back here. A beautiful rig. That gun does also turn. It is just like a small pumper truck, so same length but like a small cab, so would not be the kind of truck to go out on a medical. So Squad would be doing that kind of calling. It was in real life. Here for my department. It is a decent truck. It is not my favorite in the fleet, but it is an okay truck. And last but not least, we have Station 6. Now, Station 6 has 4 trucks. Well, it will start off with my favorite out of Station 6, which I've already tried to do a thing on it, but it didn't work. Actually, I could actually take this cab off and put it onto the Squad, which I might actually do. Which I thought, I'm just looking, it could be fairly neat. So this is a 2015 International, does it say it on it? I'm gonna have to go with an International 7400. And just a guess, I might be very wrong, but this is a brush truck. So So this is my favorite, just due to the cab. It is also my only kind of cab I have international for these ones. A very well detailed, all shiny. Huge fan of this one. Just all the decals on it too. So just a quick look. I forget if I said this number. This is Brush 56 or Squad 56. So it's a pretty nice truck here. Next up we have Engine 57. This one is exact same as Engine 121. Only difference is this one is a 2014 International Durastar Pierce bumper. And it is red, as you see the difference. And it does not have any decals on it yet, but still a working project. So just a quick look around, as you guys already saw the other Pierce or other international bumper like this. Now next up we have Rescue 58 or USAR Unit 58, and this one's an urban search and rescue unit. I'm not a huge fan of it, just not a lot of lighting detail, but it is like those delivery vehicles, like all repainted over, so I won't complain. At least it has its light bar at the front, which is at least good. And this one would be a 2013 International Durastar Hackney Rescue. So the rear kind of reminds me of the Rescue we have here where I live, just because of these bars right here. Still, it is a decent unit to have a commercial cab rescue. I'm more of a fan of cab overs, so like the ones here, than commercial cabs. There's always going to have a few commercial cabs in my opinion. And last but not least, for the trucks, we have Tanker 14. This originally was as Tanker 17 until I got Tanker 17. This one is a 2003 GMC Top Kick Pierce pumper tanker. Exact same rear as Tanker 17. The cab is a lot smaller than Tanker 17 though, as you see. It is a two-seater, and this one is a full fire truck cab from Spartan. So real life I would have maybe six to 8 seats of what I know. So a big difference. So as you see, exact same rear design. Is missing a light on it though, unfortunately. I did add the Pierce logo at the bottom of this one. Yeah, it is still a decent truck. It is a bit cheaper, or not cheaper, but it's all plastic instead of metal, except for the cab part. So it is a bit more fragile, but it is still a decent truck to have on a fleet. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and please feel free to comment for our next video recommendation.